Welcome guys, we got another Age of Empires forecasted game here for you. Hope you're enjoying the week. Let's get started. We have in the Coral Purple Plain as the Delhi Sultanate. It's give you anxiety, also known as GUA. And in the color Orange Plain as the Japanese, it's Corvinus 1. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires forecasted game. Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe if you're enjoying those. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get back into the game because we have some action going on. We have an early barracks from the Japanese already coming with. It's gonna be the samurai here. Look at that. You don't really see the Dark Age barracks very often. They're very pretty actually. Potentially make it into Unreal Engine 4. And if you think about it, they actually reuse a lot of assets they already have. This is actually the tower that they have, but they put it here. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but you know, they are reusing a lot of elements, and that's something you see in game development do very often. A little bit of a macro mistake, rushing that house with 4 villagers. And there you go, the samurai already on the way. Take a look at UA. He doesn't know about the barracks yet. He's gonna have a little surprise when he gets back home. Meanwhile, Corvinus, he already scouted his base. He doesn't know where the gold is yet. I believe so, or maybe there is. He knows it just because the observer mode has a glitch where when you switch the player's perspective, you lose the information that they had. So it's quite annoying. But it's gonna be only one. It's gonna be only one man at arms going here. And there you go. Classic samurai. You must be like, huh? What happened? Where did that guy came from? It's just gonna be the Dark Age man at arms. Look at that. Now what will be his response? Actually has a scholar here, so he can do is just, you know, heal your villagers, and that's pretty much it. Gonna kill your villagers, or you're gonna kill it fast, but you're gonna make sure you don't lose the scholar. Does he has enough gold to age up? He does has enough gold. So that's something that, I mean, technically you cause some damage. Nice micro coming from GUA, so still the damage could have been worse. I don't think with the Dark Age, you know, Dark Age barracks, you really want to go into, you know, kill some villagers. Potentially go into 2 samurais, but it can be a little bit risky actually. And that's the problem with not having the house early on. You could have like extra 5 or 6 seconds where you know, do more extra damage to your opponent. And the Courage storehouse is gonna be built next to the town center. He's gonna lose a couple of farms here, but he's gonna get the wood for it, so he's gonna be fine. Problem is, what you gonna do with the wood? Are you gonna use it for another farm, or are you gonna use it for something else? That's the thing. It's kind of like in the I believe in some first world countries, when some natural disaster happens, they give you money. I remember there was a time where in Miami they classic, like, you know, those natural disasters happen and they give money to your like to your family, and you know, to repair the cost of whatever. But some people just don't actually repair it, or I just use the money for something else. That can actually be the case here with the Kurostar house. It's like, nope, actually I'm not gonna build farms, I'm gonna build like another production building or something like that. Corvinus already with 5 villagers on gold. Is he gonna try to go castle, or is he just trying to catch up with the gold department just because he spent a little bit 30 gold on going into the samurai, so he's a little bit behind when it comes to the gold. You know, probably the Japanese love gold castle-ish. You know, that Dark Age aggression when you just send the samurai. Actually, I don't know who attacked the samurai, but there he is. He's gonna get an upgrade soon. Actually, those upgrades make a meaningful change here. You can see 20 more health, more attack, more defense, and range attack. So you don't really want to fight against the Gassy Raider alone, especially if it's only one. Meanwhile, Take Saiku going for the Japanese, the small little wheelbarrow. Small little, I always say small little wheelbarrow. Small wheelbarrow. They don't have access to wheelbarrow. Blacksmith coming for GUA. We're gonna get those upgrades as soon as possible. Are we gonna see 2 blacksmiths for him? Or just 1? Like the Onabugeishas. We're gonna find the Gassy Raiders. Gonna take down the Onabugeisha now. Managed to lose it. Now the Gassy Raiders actually going for the villagers. Gonna be careful not to lose it. Nice micro coming from Corvinus. Managed to defend that villager well. He's gonna eat sheep forever. That's the punishment. You get low health, you go eat sheep. Meanwhile, what was that? Oh, that was the scout, unfortunately. Corvinus lost the scout. Access to a lot of important information here. Meanwhile, more Onabugeishas coming. Corvinus now. 2 Onabugeishas actually do quite a lot of DPS. UA only having Gassy Raiders for now. Hopefully we will see more archery ranges soon. So plenty of wood. I don't think he's trying to go for a second town center or anything. Just saving the wood. Let's go back to income per minute. Pushing those Gassy Raiders back. There you go, archery range already here. Onabugeishas will try to raid, but he won't find it in the gold. Another blacksmith coming for UA, meaning he will stay in the feudal age a little bit longer. Gonna get those upgrades as soon as possible, which will really help. Those units will get +2 melee attack soon, and it's just gonna be the DPS gonna be really great for him. And now the archers are already here. The right unit to deal with this. No scholars inside, so it's gonna take a while to mass those archers. Just microing. The scholars are just healing the Gassy Raiders. Look at that. He's back full health. Don't need to lose it. Nice micro coming from UA. And now with the Onabugeishas, you will just try to get some map control, just because they are really fast. You don't really need to go horseman yourself. The only counter is the archers, but you can always run when you see them. Mix them with some man-at-arms. Actually a very powerful combo. We have a tower here. I'm gonna get some emplacements. The cool thing about the Japanese is that they get gold, and you know, you can use the extra stone for emplacements or things like that, which is really cool. Onabugeishas will just try to follow the horseman forever. Samurai will deal with the wolf. This is personal vendetta here. Gassy Raiders coming to the base. Probably gonna try to raid here. Try to get something. Now the villagers won't find any spot available. Let me in, he says. Managed to take the first villager off the game. Meanwhile, archers are already here. There are enough numbers. Gonna be careful because those Onabugeishas are just gonna really do a lot of damage if they manage to get contact with the archers. And now the Gassy Raiders will just continue to raid, you know. is in GUA's plan to actually go to the sacred sites. I feel he's having a hard time getting those sacred sites. It's because you need the map control first. If you send this scholar just like this, you're just not gonna get it. Especially with those Onabugeshas, they're just so fast, they can just go from one sacred site to another. And the distance is not too long in this map. It's not like one sacred site, it's in one corner, so... It's very easy for you to get the sacred sites, but it's also very easy for you to lose control of them. Now, more samurai numbers increasing for Corvinus. This is where it will get a little bit hard for the Delhi Sultanate to deal with those samurais, just because they have the deflective armor and, you know, those extra defense, both melee and range. See, more production coming for UA. Take a look at Corvinus base. More barracks for him. It's gonna be a infantry only composition. Usually what you see with the Japanese, just go with this. Another wolf. Finally, we hate those noise. Corvinus getting the deer in front of the base. Only one outpost here won't have enough space for everyone. But has enough army here to defend in case UA wants to go for it. Take a look at Corvinus' vision. Like, he's back at his base. He's just massing units at the moment. Getting that Daimyo Manor upgrade soon. Bot players doing the same, just massing units. Like, I don't want to fight like this. I want to fight when I have big numbers. And there is this upgrade that may potentially change the outcome of the fight. I'm gonna get that Katana Bannerman coming soon to the field to boost all these units' attack. Well, Gassy Raiders and Archers for GUA. The problem with so many samurais, the archers are just not gonna... I mean, it's so hard to micro dealing with those Onabugeshas. And you know, Gassy Raiders, not exactly counter man-at-arms, they do better than other horsemen, but... You know, still, there are big numbers for bot... You know, for bot players. There's a really big engagement here. Onabugeshas actually connecting with most of these units. Like, archers doing a really good job against getting those Onabugeshas down. So far, GUA having solid numbers. Still focusing on those Onabugeshas. He can easily one-shot each one of them. Corvinus back to 23 military population. It's gonna keep kiting until those Onabugeshas are dead. Take a look at how many barracks he has. 34. Getting the 5th one. His opponent actually have more production here, but never mind, he has less now. The problem is gonna be the samurais. Onabugesha numbers decrease by a lot because of those archers, but the samurai numbers still really solid at the moment. Now there is a lot of gold for Corvinus. It's not exactly producing from all these barracks. He lacks a little bit of food to do that. Now the archers actually dealing not bad damage to those samurais, but look how many hits, like 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 hits to take them down. Scholar just gonna heal the units. Military numbers for GUA not really the best at this point in the game. But he already went to capture one sacred site. Samurai just gonna ignore that TC fire. We don't care about that. We only care about doing damage here. While Sacred Site gonna be the capture. So he's not gonna get any Sacred Site for the moment. Katana Batterman went down. And now looks like Corvinus will lose his mass here. Both players back to square one. Very equal villager count, very equal army value. Take a look at Corvinus' base, starting the farm transition, which is puts him in a really good spot because this Daimyo Manor will boost all the food economy. You can already see he has a lot of food economy already. UA will try to go for a raid. We'll deal with this outpost first, but the problem is there is no resource there. Archers still doing some damage. Because they have the Tower of Victory, they can actually get some extra attack speed. 20% is actually makes a huge difference. They attack really fast. I know the Horseman's just gonna tank some damage. They already have a lot of HP, so they're a good tanking unit. Especially when your opponent doesn't have spears. One of Bogeishas went for a raid here. Horseman will try to defend, but the Onabogeisha numbers are too big here. Managed to only take 3 villagers down. Not bad. While Corvinus gathering the deer. In the corner is it's a wall with no gates. Everyone not gonna leave until they finish their job. It's gonna be extra secure with that outpost. Both players pretty much equal when it comes to military and villager count. UA just waiting here for the right time to snipe those villagers. This is a really tough situation for GOA. Just because the samurais are just so tanky and you already see that many. You need to gather all your units to actually do damage to them. And they can just dive into that TC, you know. You can just go there. Look at that, how much damage they take. They are very tanky. Already 6 villagers inside. Which is causing some idle time for GOA. While another raid, this one with more Onabogeishas. How many you have? 13 Onabogeishas. Sacred Site gonna be the capture here. UA finds this spot, managed to take down a decent amount of villagers here. But the problem is inside GUA's base, still some units causing some economic problems for GUA. Archers not gonna be the best unit to deal with those. More and more samurai coming. Easy. Still 8 villagers there. 11 villagers not working for GUA. Meanwhile, the raid continues here. Managed to take down more villagers. Loses some important food resource, but now another raid in the south with these Onabogeishas. Corvinus already taken down 21 villagers. Still, putting those samurais in your base, it's such an annoying thing to deal with. Outpost gonna get burned in the top. Like Corvinus will retreat. I feel like this was enough damage for him. Economy not looking great for GUA. Only few hundred resources a minute. He lost a lot of villagers. He lost a lot of his food resources. It's just gonna take some time to gather, but he only have like 10 military units. And Corvinus is about to ASAP. Get ready. Actually, going for the Shogunate Castle. Is he actually gathering stone somewhere? Yes, he is. He's gathering stone, getting that Shogunate Castle to boost all those farms. That's a cool thing, you can actually get it on the feudal age. And the floating gate. It's coming for Corvinus. And UA with a little bit of an economy problem. Don't have much resources going on. A lot of villagers went down. I just have a feeling when you know, Corvinus just age up GUA. He don't even have the army to go for it. So I think this is gonna be it. 19 villagers rushing the floating gate to make sure not to give any time for GUA to breathe. Beer is already finished here. And GUA also macroing to go castle. Take a look at his vision. We have some berries here. Sacred site's gonna be captured here. To put that passive gold income. He's not gathering gold actually. Let me take a look. He's not gathering gold, just getting that passive gold at the moment. That actually works like extra 5 villagers. But still he's behind economically. Meanwhile, Odachi being researched, but anyway, we're not gonna see fighting in the Castle Age. UA taps out. Well played by these two players. Make sure to check them out. I put a link in the description where you can follow them. Hope you enjoyed this match. See you in the next one.